H.10.6 associations of relative frequency tables. So we're going to do the two-way frequency table, make our relative frequency chart just like we did yesterday. And then we're going to see what associations we can make from the tables. What do we know? What have we learned? What can we look at the table and see and learn from that table? First example. All right, so we have to complete a two-way frequency table that shows the age and gender breakdown of those in attendance at 8th grade choir concert. There were 39 male and 49 female children at the concert. Where do I need to put the number 39? Now remember, what are these called? These are called columns or rows? Rows. These are rows, these are columns. So what row, what column? Like this is row 1, 2, 3. This is column 1 or 2, 3. So where do you want 39 to go? Row 1, column 1. Row 1, column 1 right here. 39. Good. Where do you want 45 females to go? Female children. Row 1, column 2. Now we can figure out the total. Add them up. 39 plus 45, you get 84. Now we know also that there are 86 male and 80 female adults. So where does the 86 go? Row 2. Row 2, column 2. Column 1. How about the 80? Row 2, column 2. Yep, row 2, column 2. Add those up. What's 80 plus 86? Yep, 166. Now let's add up our totals. What is 39 plus 86? 125. What's 45 plus 80? 125. What's 125 plus 125? 250. Well, hopefully is 84 plus 166. Does that also equal 250? Yes, it does. Okay, now here's the little trick I want to show you. Calculator's out. Now yesterday when we did this now to make our relative frequency chart or table, we would take 39 and divide it by what? Our total of 250, we would write our answer down. So if you did that, 39 divided by 250 on your calculator, 39 divided by 250, push it in every single time, equals 0.156. 0.156. Well, it gets tiresome pushing that 250 in every time, doesn't it? So I want everybody to clear their calculators. Do any of you have a little M up on your calculator? Yeah. Okay, if you do, here's what it's going to look, yours probably looks like this then. You have a little M on it, like that. To get rid of that, push your memory clear. Yours might be MRC. If you push your memory, if yours on your blue calculators is an MRC, it brings up a number, doesn't it? Push MRC again, and that's memory recall clear. It'll take it away. And then hit your clear button, and your memory will be gone. That little M will be gone, right? So does anybody need help getting their memory going? Now, we want to put this 250 in our memory so I don't have to sit and push it in, divided by 250 every single time, just to save us time. So let's put 250 in our memory on our calculator right now. So everybody on their calculator, with the clear, no M on here, we got a 0 here. We want to put 250 in, because that's the number. And you hit your M plus button. See how it brings that little M back up? Now hit your clear button. See how it's gone? Hit your MR, it's memory recall, but I think yours is MRC on the blue one, so it brings up your number all the time. You don't have to punch it in. Now, if you wanted yours gone, you would push that one again to clear, like we did to start with. But right now, leave it in there. Just hit your regular clear button. Everybody still have their 250 in it? It's way easier. It saves time. So now let's go to the next one. 45 divided by, now hit your MRC, your memory recall, equals. So you don't have to sit and push that 250 in every single time. So you get 0.18. 0.18. And hit clear. Do the next one. 84. 84 divided by your memory recall, your MRC, equals 0.336. Clear? 86 divided by your memory recall equals. Isn't that a lot nicer than putting in 250 every single time? Hit one button. 0.344. All right, what did you guys get here? What's 80 divided by 250? Yep, 0.32. What's 166 divided by 250? Yep, 0.664. Now let's add up our totals. Hopefully our totals, our grand total has to always be what on a relative frequency table? A 1. Now hopefully those all add up to 1. Do they? If you add these on the calculator, do I get 1? Yes, so that one worked. Let's see if these work now. What is, or you could go here, because we know these already added up to 125. What's 125 divided by 250? 0.5. 0.5. Does 0.5 and 0.5 add up to 1? Yes, it does. That's a very good sign. Now we need to answer the following questions. Let's make some associations looking at that frequency, relative frequency table. Because those are in decimals. How do I turn a decimal into a percent? If I have 0.873.
So the 10 times 10 to the 25.
Well, close. I could put that in on my calculator and take it times 100. But that's too much work. At this age, you know how to do this. Taking it times 100 is the same as moving the decimal to the right how many times? Twice. Because if I only moved it once, that would be times what? That would only be times 10 times 100. And then one more, that would be taking it times 1,000. That's too many. So that would be 87.3%. All you have to do is move your decimal to the right twice, and that turns it into a percent. So, looking at your relative frequency table, what percent are male children? Looking back here, children male, what percent, oops, wrong table, the relative frequency table. What percent are male children? 15.6%. Yep, move it to the right twice. We have 15.6%. 15.6%. Make sure you put your percent sign because we're talking percentages now. What percent are just female children? So here's female, here's children. So what percent, only on our relative frequency table again, sorry. Move it to the right twice and we have what? 18%. I'm going to give you a second to fill in the rest and then we'll see if they match mine. Okay, raise your hand if you got 34.4% here. Good. What did you get here? 32%. 32%. Here it was 50%. 50%. Adults, total adults.
66.4%.
Nice, 66.4%. Children.
33.6%.
Yes. Excellent job. All right, now let's fill in our two-way table. I've given you a few numbers. We need to fill in the missing ones. Let's start with this one. How can I find this missing number right here for candy? Who had candy and the soda? Great. So you can add these and subtract it from 93 or on your calculator. 93 minus 19 minus 53 gives us what? 21?
Yep.
So now we know that that's 21. Let's find this one. There's only one way right now to figure that one out. That would be to do what? I could add these together and subtract it from 300, or 300, because this is our total. 300 minus the 111 minus 93, what's left over? 90 what? 96 left over. Okay, now I can find this one. Because this is the total. What's 96 minus 22 minus 59? What's left over? You get 15? Good. Now let's add these up, going across. What is 53 plus 15 plus 4? What's our total? 72. Let's do a little check here to see if we're doing this correct. What do I mean? What do you think I'm going to have you do? Yep, nice. Let's add these and see if we're doing this right. So what is 72 plus 92 plus 136? Does that equal 300?
Yes.
Woohoo, yes it does. So far we're doing a pretty darn good job. All right, now which one do you want to do? Doesn't really matter. We can figure out either one. The only way I can figure this one out right now is to take 92 minus 59 minus 21. What is left over? 12. Now there's two ways I can find this one out. I can go 111 minus 12 minus 4. Or I can go 136 minus 22 minus 19. It'll be the exact same answer of what? 95. Yep, 95. All right, let's clear those calculators. Clear the M off it. Do you remember how to do that? If you're using the blue calculator, you hit the, bring your memory up, bring that number up. It should have been the 250 from the last one. Hit the MRC, and it'll take it away and clear it. Now what do we want to put in there? We want to clear our memory. I'm going to hit clear. What's our new total we want to work with now? It's not 250 anymore, it's 300. So let's put 300 and make that our new memory and hit M+. Well, that's my new memory. Okay, so clear our calculators. Let's start with the first one. 53 divided by, it's your memory, recall, 300 equals. Wow, look at that number. What are we supposed to round it to if it doesn't terminate? To the nearest thousand. So this will be what? 0.177. Alright. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to finish, fill out the frequency table, and then we'll answer the association questions to see what we come up with. Okay, I filled in my relative frequency table, and I purposely put 2 mistakes in there. Who can find my mistakes?
The total for the first column is supposed to be. Wait. Oh, never mind.
Total for the first column is 0. That's a good question. Is 0.31 the same as 0.31?
Yeah.
Right. The 0 out here doesn't matter,
Well,
does it?
I didn't see one. That was just 3.
Okay. Try.
For the no drink in the third column.
For the what?
For the no drink in the third column, wouldn't it be 0.317?
0.317?
For the no food and
No food right here?
Yeah.
Would everybody agree? Should this be 0.317? Yes, because this was 0.316 repeating, wasn't it? So this should be a 7. So it should be 0.317. Okay, there's one more mistake in there. Can anybody find my other mistake?
Column 1, bulk 3, it's supposed to be 0.063.
Right, I forgot the 0. I can't forget that 0. It should be 0.063. That makes a difference. I don't need the 0 up front. I can have it there if I want or not. But so those are the numbers you should have had on your relative frequency table. So now let's answer our questions. What percentage of those in attendance had a hot dog and a soda? Hot dog. I'm gonna slide this up so I don't. Oops. Just like that. A hot dog and a soda. Oh shoot. What percentage does that turn into? 0.177 turns into what percentage? To the right twice. 17.7 what? Percent. How about a hot dog and water? What percent had a hot dog and water? Look over here. Hot dog and water. Move it to the right twice. 5%. And how about hot dog and no drink? Hot dog and no drink. What do you get? Yep, 1.3%. Candy and soda. Candy and soda. Boing, boing. 7%. Candy and water. Good. 19.7%. How about candy and no drink? 4%. What about only soda? You go to only soda. Here's soda and no food. They didn't. That means they had soda only. No hot dog, no candy. So they had no food. Only a soda is what percent? 6.3%. How about only candy? So here's candy and soda. No candy and water. Candy and no drink. Right here is 4%. Now these last two are a little bit trickier. How many had only a beverage? Only a beverage. I'm going to go with 13.6%. How did that correct answer come about? That only had a beverage. So can we go with anybody that with no drink? No. So no food. If they didn't have a beverage, only a beverage. So it's no food. So they only had a soda. It would be this one, right? And they only had a water. Well, this, can I add this one in there too? No, because they didn't have it. They didn't have a beverage. They didn't no drink or no food. So I have to add these two together. 0.063 and 0.067. What percentage does that turn into? That's 6.3% and 7.3%. That should turn into what? That's where you come up with the 13.6%. Okay, now take that knowledge to answer the only a food item. If we look back here, only a food item. So, can I do the hot dog and soda? No. How about no drink? Can I do a hot dog and no drink?
Yes.
Yep, because that's only a food. Hot dog and no drink right there. Candy and no drink. Those are the only two. So that's 1.3% and 4%. What did those add up to be then?
5.8%.
You should end up with 5.3%. All right. Those are the only two we're going to do in our notes. So you can start on your homework assignment, pages 7, 8, and 9.